carburetor there from 1968. Hold on a second, I'll uncover it. Had it refurbished, rebuilt, recolored. We're going to go ahead and install that today finally. Got the new fuel line for it. So it's a 780 CFM dual feed single pump over-the-counter replacement 5/16 fuel line that feeds the front and rear bowl, and then you have a 3/8 main feed line that goes from the pump to the carburetor, which is factory correct. This thing should definitely lively it up, going from that 580 single feed. So it should be fun. All right, we're getting ready to do the install, but I wanted to go over the carburetor a little bit and what was done. The base plate was incorrect for it. It was Ford, it was not Chevrolet. So we went ahead and during the rebuild restoration process of the carburetor, replaced that base plate with a proper General Motors base plate. Also added this vacuum line. These over-the-counter carburetors came with the vacuum line on this side here, kind of a universal fit, I guess, for General Motors. So that is correct for this particular carburetor, this EH. And now the base plate is correct. The manual choke is correct, even though this is a divorced choke setup. We're going to just go ahead and lock this so it doesn't fall closed on us, ever, and it'll just be running just the same way as the one that's on the car now. And you can see I'm starting to leak a little bit on the carburetor, so it's time to get it cleaned out again. But you can see the choke is wide open. It's wired that way so it doesn't fall closed. And we're going to go ahead and do the same thing on this one. It's a Florida car, so I really don't have to need a choke very much. I've never really had a problem starting. It's always been a little cold-natured starting it. It'll be just the same. I may wire in a manual choke eventually, or look for the proper base plate and set up for a divorced choke for this, later on down the line if it's available. If not, maybe I'll get an actual Z28 carburetor. That would be more perfect for this setup. But for now, this one is definitely going to be nice. And we're going to go ahead and get this out, this 580, and go ahead and put this 780 in. Stand by. This stand clamp I just released is original to the car. It's been on the car for 54 years. The hose has been replaced. The adapter pipe that's in here, that's still original to the original car as well. Air cleaner is an original Z28 air cleaner, and valve covers as well. I'm gonna go ahead and release all the linkage now at this point and get this out of the way. Move on to the next bits. Almost. I feel it now.
So,
okay, it's got it.
Yep.
Yep. All right, got it.
Dude, this engine's really hot.
It is not hot.
Yes, it is.
You know what?
Put your finger right there.
Well, don't put your finger there then. Be like your dad. Why does it hurt? Why is it your fingers broke? There's this. We got that. All right, we're all released there. Do me a favor so I don't forget this thing. Put that in the trunk with the rest of the air cleaner.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. All right, now we're going to go ahead and release the fuel line, but we're going to do that down below, I think, so we have less mess up top. All right, hold on a second.
Okay, it's back.
Oh boy. All right, now we're ready to remove the carburetor after the fuel line has been removed.
Do you have all your hardware released?
Yeah, everything's released.
You got a washer over here. I got a slide
Yeah,
out.
oh yeah, make sure we don't lose those.
Just pull it straight up and just
Yeah,
wash
that's
it.
what we want to do.
Okay.
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 Okay. You good?
I couldn't get this one off, so when you...
All right, when I lift it up. Got it.
Yep.
Very cool.
Imagine it going down that intake.
No, let's not do that. Cleaning up here before we put the new one back there. All right, we're ready to put the carburetor on. Got the choke wired up here. Look pretty. There's a little clip.
We'll do that last.
You want to do that last? All right, well, I'm going to set it in the center so we do not lose it because I want to cry. I don't want to cry. You don't want to see a grown man cry, do you? Now I have to have this. Goes on that one. All right. Team effort. Even though it won't be used because we're going to have to reroute the PCV line for the time being anyway. Give me a nut.
Where's the bushing that's supposed to go up here?
Might have to pull it from the other carb.
Yeah.
Is my this one's a much bigger line than I had, but it still works. All right, that's cool. Yeah, that's good. Get the fuel line. Nice new reproduction correct finish fuel line here. Accommodated the old setup.
What in damn Jesus' name is squealing over there? Oh, remote control car. That's cool. Never had shit like that when I was growing up.
Yeah, I know.
Kids nowadays, spoiled as hell.
You kids know, damn it.
Lord, dude, I had to have like the full like persona of like an old dude working on the car. Damn old new kid these days. Yep. Back in my day, I was getting a prostate exam by a pastor, playing with cars and going to protests. I don't know. Damn. For this like PCV setup, I have it routed into a space where you can still reuse the old, or like a vacuum clip like this.
Yeah, all I have is what I have here. Yeah, if you can put that down, that should do your trick. That's what it's supposed to do.
That's not the problem.
What's the problem? Grommet?
No, this side. And that goes right here.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're gonna have to get a
boom,
a hose.
a hose.
Yeah, hoser. Come on, boy.
Okay, yeah, maybe, just maybe, you were correct.
I am correct. I know which way it's
don't touch your
I know which way it's supposed to go. I think we're gonna have to tweak and adjust.
Okay.
Because really, this line, let's see, we'll lock it up in here first. See what we're playing at here. Maybe if we do this bend here, Bobby, and get it so we can tuck it behind like the other fuel line was. That's really what I think needs to be done. Well, the fuel line did not work out at all. So we're gonna put a soft line in it temporarily just so we can fire it and get it running. And we're gonna go ahead up and make our own hard line for this setup. It's in there.
Yep.
All right. Let's,
make sure it's out of gear for me, please.
yeah. I'll find a key. Yeah, we'll give it a few hundred pumps and see what we get.
That is horrible, that button. little bit quicker than what it was before.
It runs well. I'm not seeing any leaks. Pull the air cleaner off and take a look. This doesn't smell bad. So no fuel smell means should be no leak. Let's see.
The only fuel that was leaking, I was at that I don't know what the hell that screw is called. Top.
Yeah, let's just see how it starts.